So, let's start with a question. How do you build a new you? Is it an act of pure will? A conscious, deliberate choice to, well, manufacture a new identity from the ground up? Or do you throw all that out? Is it a purely physical game? A data-driven mission to optimize your body, where really the only goal is just don't die? And what happens when your grand plan for yourself slams right into the cold, hard rules of the world, reminding you that most of us, well, we're not the exception? Okay, so how are we supposed to make sense of all this? Today, we're going to try and decode the modern blueprint for self-creation. We're diving into all the conflicting, sometimes confusing, but always fascinating advice on how to design the life and the person you really want to be. It all seems to start with a decision. And I'm not talking about a wish or a hope, but a real conscious choice. You know, creators like Margarita Nazarenko argue that the very first step is to decide with absolute crystal clarity on the person you're going to become. And listen to that language for a second. It's not discover yourself, it's manufacture yourself. This completely reframes identity as an active construction, kind of like building a house. The big idea here is that you're not searching for some lost part of you. You are the architect and the builder. That gives you all the power to design yourself from the ground up. Nazarenko uses this super simple Elizabeth analogy to make it all real. Just look at the two columns. Old Elizabeth likes cakes. New Elizabeth, she does not. And it's not a struggle, it's not a diet, it's just a fundamental shift in who she is. For New Elizabeth, a cake is like dog food. It's just not for her. She doesn't just stumble through life anymore, she has firm boundaries, because that is who she is now. Simple as that. Okay, so let's say you've done it. You've manufactured this new you on the inside. But how does this new person do out in the real world, especially when it comes to something as messy as relationships? This brings us to a totally different idea, that it's not just about who you decide to be, but about the hard rules you might have to play by. And here is the brutal, simple logic from He's Just Not That Into You. The movie's whole argument is that the world of attraction doesn't care about your manifesting. It operates on a set of clear, unwritten rules. There are no mixed signals. There are only signals you really don't want to hear. And these right here, these are the scripts that prove the rule. The soft pass. According to this philosophy, these lines aren't some complicated code you need to decipher. They're just the polite, standard ways of saying no. The rule is dead simple. If they wanted to, they would. End of story. So we've got these two big opposing forces, right? Manufacturing your own reality from the inside out versus following the world's rigid rules. This leads us to the two dominant methods.